Okay, so but when we think about 19th century imperialism, we usually think about the way that Europe turned Africa from this into this. The so-called scramble for Africa. Speaking of scrambles and the European colonization of Africa, you know what they say, sometimes to make an omelet you gotta break a few eggs. And then sometimes you break a lot of eggs and you don't get an omelet. Europeans had been involved in Africa since the 16th century when the Portuguese used their cannons to take control of cities on coast to set up their trading post empire. But in the second half of the 19th century, Europe suddenly and spectacularly succeeded at colonizing basically all of Africa. Why? Well, the biggest reason that Europeans were able to extend their grasp over so much of the world was the same reason they wanted to do so in the first place: industrialization. Nationalism played its part, of course. European states saw it as a real bonus to be able to say that they had colonies, so much so that a children's rhyme in an ABC for baby patriots went, "C is for colonies, rightly we boast, that of all the great countries, Great Britain has the most." But it was mostly, not to get all Marxist on you or anything, about controlling the means of production. Europeans wanted colonies to secure sources of raw materials, especially cotton, copper, iron, and rubber, that were used to fuel their growing industrial economies. And in addition to providing the motive for imperialism, European industrialization also provided the means.